Hello there, today I'm going to show you 8 different kinds of decor tapes that I have. They include tapes like washi tape, lace tape, and other general decor tapes. Hopefully this video will help you decide which one to buy or to pick for your DIY project. As you can see, I have quite a selection here since I started doing DIY projects. Decor tapes are really awesome because they are very easy to use and they make things so much cuter. So let's begin. The first tape I have is the widest tape that I have. It's about 1.5 inch in width. It has a very nice magazine-like smooth surface. All my decor tapes, they either have a backing or they don't. By backing, I mean that extra layer of tape that you have to peel off first before you can use it. So for this feature, I'm going to say whether it has a backing or no backing. For this tape, it does have a backing that you have to peel off first. And sometimes it can get really hard trying to find that little corner to peel off the backing. The struggle is real. Tape number 2 is about 1/2 inch in width. It has a very nice, pretty shiny glitter like, oh my god, I don't know how to describe this, but it's like really shiny, really pretty when you shine it under the light. Even that sticky side has that shiny stuff, but if you use it to tape something to cover it up, I don't think you'll be able to see that shiny part anyways. It does not have a backing, so all you need to do is just peel off and you're good to go. This decor tape has a nice smooth surface and it feels like it's water safe. I have used this for my DIY soap dispenser and I have washed it a few times already and it's perfectly fine. I just don't know how many times you can actually wash it without ruining it. But for now, I would say that this is water safe. Not to be soaked in water, that is. I have not tested that way, but should be okay with occasional water contacts. Tape number 3. They are the same material, they are just different in length. One comes in a big roll and then the other one comes in a small roll. This decor tape is about 1/2 inch in width. Most of my decor tapes are around that width. It has a nice plastic smooth surface and it's water safe like the previous one. Again, not to be soaked in water. Just like the previous one, this one does not have a backing either. Tape number 4 we have, it's a crocheted lace tape. This one does have a backing, however the backing is only covering the lower part of the tape. It's a double-sided tape, so all you need to do is just peel off the backing and you're good to go. I like to use this tape when I want to give some dimension to my DIY project. One thing I like to do with my decor tape is to stick a clipper at the beginning of the tape, so next time when I need to use it, I don't have to search for that opening. It's much easier and quicker. Another thing I like to do is to take a short piece of the decor tape and wrap it around the clipper. It's part of the organization system that I'm trying to implement and we'll see how that goes. While I like to use paper clip to keep my tape in place and to indicate the opening of the tape, you do not want to use paper clip for this decor tape. And the reason being that the paper clip can get stuck in the loops in the crochet. So yeah, you are warned if you do plan on using it. I had a struggle with this. Tape number 5, it's another lace tape. This one is different. This one is just a plastic surface and it also has a backing. This whole tape itself is laid on a plastic surface, so you'll be peeling off the tape and then stick on it to whatever you need to tape it onto. So when you want to purchase this kind of tape, definitely make sure you look at the length by number. Don't judge it because the tape itself is quite thin. It's the plastic layer that makes up that size of the tape. If we just look at the size of the tape as in physically, then this is about as wide as my usual 5-meter tape. However, the tape itself really only has 1 meter. Then again, we can't really see the center of the tape, so it's not really giving us a very accurate measurement. So always look for the numbers, and if it does not say on the website or something, definitely ask before you purchase. This black lace tape goes really well with Halloween DIY projects. Here I'm showing you how it would look like if I were to put this on my Halloween mason jar. Tape number 6 is fabric tape. This one you want to be careful because I see a lot of listings on eBay. However, they list it as washi tape rather than fabric tape. So fabric tape is basically imagined as fabric tape with Mod Podge on it and ready to go. And for the picture, it can be a little bit deceiving at first because look at this one. This one hasn't been opened yet. That's why it looks very shiny because there's a layer of clear tape on top of it to keep the tapes in place. So once you open this up, there is no shininess because it's just fabric. Fabric tape does have a backing, so it might look thicker than it really is. I don't really like to work with fabric tape because whenever you work on it, like sometimes you get the glue residues on your finger and it's really sticky and does not feel too good. However, I guess that's quite normal if you use Mod Podge and you get very messy if you do DIY projects like how I do it. One tip for using fabric tape is if your scissor is as dull as mine, then you probably want to get one of those specific scissors for fabric cutting. It will leave a much clearer cut, unlike mine. I don't know if it's just my scissor or what, so yeah. The next two tapes we'll be looking at are washi tapes. And if you never had them before, we'll be looking at masking tape first. And the reason we are going to look at masking tape first is because the feel of masking tape is very close to washi tape if you never had washi tape before. So I have two different washi tapes here. One is about 1/4 of an inch, which is this one. It's shinier, it's more polished. And then the other washi tape I have, it's about 1/2 inch. Washi tapes do not have a backing. Okay, so now we have a sheet of samples of all the tapes that I have. The next thing I'll be doing is to test the writing on it. I'll be using pen and Sharpies. See, I figured that we'll probably want to write on the tape if we want to use as labels. For the left side, I'll be using a pen, and for the right side, I'll be using a Sharpie. So let's take a look at the result. For writing using pen, the ones that do well are fabric tape, masking tape, and my second washi tape, the ones that's less polished. For the Sharpies, since it's Sharpie, it gets on most surface pretty well, except of course the lace crochet tape, which hopefully that you're not going to write something on it, which would be a little bit weird. So, and also the black lace tape, which is even weirder if you want to write on it, because since there's not really much space and it should just be decoration, right? Okay, so anyways, most tapes do really well, the ones that we are actually testing. For fabric tape, you want to be careful since it's Sharpie, it expands wider than my masking tape. And for the rest of the tapes, they do pretty well with Sharpie. You can see the writing very clearly and it's pretty easy to write on them. And that concludes my comparison of 8 different decor tapes that I have and my little testing on the writability. I hope it was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. Remember to subscribe if you want to stay up to date with my videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!